So we as a society find ourselves in unique times due to this coronavirus outbreak. A lot of the things that we used to be able to do now are a little bit harder to go because they're closed. We don't have the ability to even go and be in good human contact with people, well, within 6 feet. In Virginia, things are where we cannot be more than 10 people at a single establishment at one time, so it really prevents a lot of actual social activity. The biggest thing that a lot of people complain about is not just, oh, now we're having these bad habits of eating things that we shouldn't because we're quarantined at home, but it's that we don't know what to do from an exercise standpoint. So today we're going to look at what we can do with minimal equipment and then also a few dumbbells, kettlebells, and some bands just to provide a little bit of variation. Most people can find substitutes for hand weights or kettlebells. You can probably still order the mini bands online off of Amazon or something just for a few dollars. But we can all find a way to stay active, so enjoy. So fortunately, abdominal things are what most people think about when they think about in-home exercise, that and push-ups. We have plenty of variations, so if some of these things look a little bit challenging, we can always adjust them, and I'll include those right after the harder versions. Awesome. So for a lot of people, push-ups with good depth may not be as easy. What we can do, get to a knee-based position where we still have the ability to keep our elbows in tight, but we won't have the ability to where we will be falling. A second way to improve your at-home push-ups is to do a push-up negative, where from here we, as slow as we can, control ourselves down to the floor. Since pushing up's the hardest point, from there, we just reset back to the knees and back up. So here, we're delaying gravity and being able to teach our triceps how to handle tension on the way down. One of the harder areas to hit is the back and upper shoulders. So what we can do is both Superman with one, alternating, or just static hold to be able to brace, which also feels the lower back is taking on effort here too. V-ups are going to be some of the hardest things that we can do at home with no access to either a pull-up bar to do hanging leg raises or any equipment to add in extra resistance such as dumbbells or anything like that. From here, both arms are up, try and get our shoulders off the ground and all the way back down. If you cannot do this, what we're going to do is just take one side up at a time. With the traditional plank, if we extend our arms out in front of us, it creates a longer lever, which makes it abysmally harder on our midsection. We can also turn. Make sure both feet are stacked on top of one another. You can use this hand as a guide hand and be able to hold a side plank. Make sure we aren't rotated forward, but instead we keep that shoulder back, elbows under the opposite shoulder for stability. Oh, good.
Hey, guys, sure, boys. Look.
It just adds more character to the video.
I know, right? you could put it like a caption, and here comes two neighbors riding by on scooters.
Oh, no worries whatsoever. So those are some upper body exercises that we can start to do. We may be on a bad chapter right now in life. Things aren't going our way, but it's not the end of the story. So remember, keep your head up, keep consistent with what we're doing, and we'll be able to look back and be glad that we didn't drop off just because things weren't going our way for a little bit of time. Someday you're going to look back on all the progress you made because of this and be glad that you didn't quit. So don't let that fear creep into your mind that things aren't going to be going our way. Be so tough that change is inevitable. It is not an option. Just keep in mind that this is temporary and we'll get back to our normal routine. It may be storming now, but it can't rain forever. So keep our chin up and we'll do our lower body exercises tomorrow.